tonight I am not alone in the studio. How about a round of hello from everybody who's here?
Hello!
Hello! Woohoo! We just sent the dials screaming off the chart here. So, I'm wondering if people would just like to kind of shout out their names so that we could kind of know who you are. And if you only want to use your first name, that's fine. If you want to just say, it's me, that's fine too. But why don't we start over here and kind of introduce yourself any way you'd like to.
Hi, I'm Janine Dean with Women's Studies of Clatsop County.
Okay, so you're going to have to get close to a microphone.
Oh, did you hear me?
Yeah.
Janine Dean.
Corley. Allie Russell.
Afif Crow.
Mindy Stokes. Sochi Potter.
And Daisy.
And Audrey.
All right. So we are packed in here. This is a representation of a class. Is that right, Mindy?
Yes, it is.
Well, and you're the instructor.
Yes, I am.
And this is a women's studies class, which I'm really excited is happening at Clatsop Community College. But what brings you into our studio tonight?
Well, first of all, I have amazing students. This is our second time here doing this. Thank you for having us again.
It's my delight.
We were part of a class in the fall called Women, Difference, and Discrimination. And my students, for part of their grade, they had to write a liberating act. And what this liberating act entailed was confronting a stereotype. And so my students decided to engage in discussion people or organizations in their lives that they found were discriminated against them. And they wrote letters and had phone calls and face-to-face discussions, and then they had to write papers and base these papers in feminist theory and then present them to the class. And so we're here tonight to read those papers.
Wow. I mean, that's exciting. So a liberating act. I mean, so that means we have a room full of liberating acts here tonight. Woohoo! That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could change the world, you know. So watch out, world. Next hour and a half or so, it's going to be shifting a bit. So a liberating act facing some kind of discrimination. Just to kind of set the tone, there are some people that I hear from who say, you know, why a women's studies class? Isn't that something that was done in the 60s and 70s and it's old hat now, and so aren't we all equal? Like here I am playing women's music like I really believe that, right? I know my audience really knows a little bit more about me than that, but just playing the devil's advocate for a moment, how do you respond to that?
So you're asking me how women's studies is not a fad and a trend?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
Go, Mindy.
There's many ways. In the U.S., the number one cause of injury to women in the U.S. is domestic violence. 1 in 3 girls, by the time she's 18, will be sexually abused in this country. Mm-hmm. The United Nations also says that women around the world, 1 in 3, will be sexually abused in her lifetime. Mm-hmm. So we have the same statistics as what we call third world countries.
Right.
Also, a young woman who graduates today from college with everything being equal as her male counterpart. So if she's white and he's white, they have the same degree, same everything, other than the only difference is their genders. Their first year out of college, she will make 91 cents on the dollar of what he makes. And in a decade, she will make 79 cents on the dollar. If she's a black woman, she will expect 52 cents on the dollar. The statistics change depending on the race. White women do fare better than their male counterparts. But if you look at what that means regarding access to health care, access to quality vacations, access to Social Security, where are you going to send your kids to school? What kind of health care will they have? What kind of sports will they be able to play? Will you be able to send them to dance school? So right there, that catches people's attention.
Absolutely.
When you add up the dollars. If a woman has a graduate degree, she can expect to, which is a master's degree, she can expect to make $2 million less than her male counterpart over a lifetime.
Yeah.
those numbers are real. So if we're talking just about material wealth and free from violence, every woman and girl, it should be a human right to be free from violence, and yet it's domestic terrorism in this country, and yet it's not something that we even discuss,
Right.
except in a women's studies class, and yet it infiltrates our lives. So just those two examples are reasons why we need women's studies.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm really so pleased that it's here at Clatsop Community College, and here for women's studies, yay! All right, so we've got these liberating acts, or statements, papers to be read. I thought I'd start us off with a song just so we can then situate the room a little bit so we're not quite as crowded and get people up to microphones, and I think it'll also kind of set the tone. So here's Holly Near to get us all fired up.